Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know that the quarantine can be a struggle, and some of you guys are extroverts and can be frustrated. Some of us are introverts and, enjoy being home. Well, not too much, but I wanted to give you guys some recommendations about some of the books that I've been reading. I do like to watch TV, but too much TV, it's just overwhelming. So I'm going to share with you guys some of my book recommendations. If you would like to know what my recommendations are, please keep watching. So the first book is Little Fires Everywhere. This book has been made into a Hulu show. I follow Reese Witherspoon's book club, and I usually pick up the books that she recommends because they're usually really good. And you know, I've been through really difficult times, and usually I read a lot self help books, but when you're going through something, sometimes you need an escape, right? So I picked up a lot of fiction books, and this is one of them. To be honest with you, I haven't finished it yet, but so far it's good and relaxing, but it's still not taking me to like, okay, where's the action? Like, is there supposed to be some type of drama or action? Well, there is drama, but I don't know. I heard that the show is more like, oh my gosh, like binge worthy, right? So we'll see. I still have to finish it. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys that I got Little Fires Everywhere. I'm also reading It's Not Supposed to Be This Way by Lysa Terkeurst. Lysa Terkeurst. Yeah. I love her books. She's a best-selling author for her book Uninvited. I have Uninvited and I love it. And this one just seemed timely for me, right? Like going through something difficult, wondering like what's going on with the world, right? And just, also right now during quarantine, during COVID. So it's very encouraging. Her writing is very real, very raw. Her feelings are just, the way she describes her feelings is just beautiful. And the way she describes her faith in God is amazing as well. So I haven't finished it, but it's really good so far. Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. If I'm honest with you, this is the first Brene Brown book. Well, actually, no. Rising Strong was the first Brene Brown book that I read. This is my second Brene Brown book that I've read. She's a fellow social worker, and I'm a little bit embarrassed that I haven't read all her books, but I mostly have listened to her TED Talks, listened to her podcast, listened to her interviews. I love Brene Brown. Like, she's so nurturing. So for those of you who don't know who Brene Brown is, she is a vulnerability researcher, and she just talks about the importance of vulnerability, how it's healthy, how it's brave, how it just honestly helps us connect with one another, helps us belong. So I'm loving Daring Greatly so far. And basically, Daring Greatly is all about daring, right? It actually it's part of the reason why I'm starting my YouTube channel, right? Like, put yourself in the arena that you want to be in. Like, it's about taking risks. It's about daring, also being vulnerable and share. Maybe you want to share with someone that you love them, but you're not sure or you're afraid, So it's just about daring in great ways, and how it's beneficial and how it's psychologically, beneficial. All right. Brene Brown, amazing. Okay. Next book that I absolutely love, and I actually really wanted to read this book. So what better book to travel, what do you call it? What better way or better book to help you transport your mind elsewhere than Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert? I loved the movie with Julia Roberts. Of course, Julia Roberts is a cult favorite. Like, all her movies are great. And she played Elizabeth so well. And I just had to read the book. I just loved how, Elizabeth just shares her story, right? About, I'm not going to spoil the movie or spoil the book, but basically she went through something difficult too. And I could relate so much. And she wanted it's just a journey of self-discovery, and how you can learn from the world, learn about yourself, learn from the world. It's about self-love. It's about well, just to let you know, she travels to different countries, and and each chapter is divided on the countries or on the experiences that she had traveling. And it's amazing. It's just beautiful how life-changing it is. I remember when I went to the Philippines, it was so I went for an internship. It was so life-changing to me, just learning about others' cultures, learning how different we are, yet how common we are, and just how much you can grow as a person traveling. And anyway, I really hope to do an Eat Pray Love trip. I actually did an Eat Pray Love trip after watching her movie. I was really inspired. I did an Eat Pray Love trip after I switched jobs. The first time I switched jobs, not the first time, but one of the times that I switched jobs, I did an Eat Pray, a solo trip to LA and to Chicago. Okay, next book. I also follow Oprah's book club, and I love the recommendations that she shares. And one of them is American Dirt. First of all, the packaging really got me. Like, it's really pretty and it looks great on a coffee table. And yeah, so I love American Dirt so far. I haven't finished it because I'm working on finishing Little Fires Everywhere, but I'm definitely going to focus on finishing this book in May. But I did start it already. And so basically, okay, let me share with you guys my opinion, and then I'll read a praise, because it's actually, anyway, it's a really good book. So in my opinion, this book is a great page turner. Like, I just want to know what happens next. At the end of each chapter, the author always leaves you like on a cliffhanger, like what's going to happen next. I'm not sure if this is labeled as a thriller, but it is very thrilling. What's happening. It is fiction, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is fiction, but you know, the stories told here happen every day. It's about immigration. It's about a family. I'm not going to spoil it to you, but it is about a family that is going through is escaping from gang violence in Mexico, and then they move to the U.S. And so it just shares um, basically the background of how everything occurred, what happened, how they were victimized, and yeah, it's just a heart-wrenching type of story about, you know, about immigration, right? And how this issue is so complex. It's more than just someone coming to the US to get a better life. It's people wanting to, you know, survive and survive horrific real issues that are happening in their countries. But anyway, it's just very amazing. I love it. I can't wait to finish it in May. So yeah, I did pause it because honestly, like, yeah, I wish I wouldn't have paused it, but I just wanted to focus on one book at a time. But anyway, I'll read you what Stephen King said about it. A perfect balancing act with terror on one side and love on the other. I defy anyone to read the first 7 pages of this book and not finish it. The prose is immaculate and the story never lets up. On a micro scale, the story scale where I like to live, it's one hell of a novel about a good woman on the run with her beautiful boy. It's marvelous. I also recommend I've been thinking by Maria Shriver, and these little mini book of quotes, and these are a couple of quotes from that book of the Maya Angelou book of quotes. I love reading autobiographies, and I listened to The Last Black Unicorn and We're Gonna Need More Wine by Gabrielle Union, and I loved it. Got some really cool magazines too. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video.